and making a stop in El Paso to talk about this UTEP Miners team. They were 12-19 a year ago, losing in the quarterfinals in Huntsville. This year, picked 7th in the preseason poll, and this is a new-look roster. 9 new players, including 5 freshmen. They lost All-Conference USA first-teamer Jana Cindy, the second-teamer Aaron Wilson to graduation, but a ton of intriguing newcomers. Portia Adams comes over from Lamar. She was a 13-plus point per game scorer 2 years ago, and multiple JUCO prospects. Should be a lot of exciting pieces. You pair that with Louisa Vidrova, who we'll talk to in a moment. Exciting times upcoming in UTEP. Their non-conference schedule features matchups with UTSA, BYU in El Paso. They're going to take a trip to Colorado State before opening Conference USA play versus Louisiana Tech on January 2nd. Well, we are excited now to be joined by Miners head coach Keitha Adams and sophomore forward Louisa Vidrova. Thanks for coming on to the show, guys.
Good to see you. We're glad to be here.
Well, let's jump right into things here. Coach, this is your second season at the helm. You're coming back to this program. When you look at the offseason, what was the biggest emphasis for you and this team?
Well, we had to work hard on recruiting. It was a really busy spring, and even the process in the summer, getting our new players eligible, admitted. It was quite a process with us having as many international players as we have. But it's an exciting time. We worked, our returners worked on their weaknesses and things they needed to work on this off season. And now we're all here and we're rolling. So it's fun, and they're a great group, and it's going to be an exciting season.
Well, Coach, I hate to bring it up, but you lost your top 3 scorers from a year ago, 2 to graduation, 1 to transfer. When you look at this team, who are some people that are going to step into those scoring roles for this Miners squad?
Well, I'm really expecting a lot from our returners. You know, Yvonne, Delma, both those guards played a lot for us last year. And you know, both of them came from junior colleges. I think that, you know, sometimes it takes a year to get a year. When you have JUCO players. And then Lou and Dunya both being freshmen, they got quite a bit of experience as freshman post. So those 4 players played a lot for us. So there's a core there that we're going to depend on a lot to show our newcomers how we do things. And then Thelma redshirted last year, and I think she's a really, really good shooter. And so those 5 players are going to have to give good leadership. And we're really excited about our newcomers, so it's just blending them together.
Coach, I mentioned the 9 newcomers off the top. For those who are going to tune in and watch a Miners game this year or come out and watch it, what are you expecting to be the identity of this year's squad?
Well, you know, we've really put an emphasis on, you know, high energy, toughness, and grit. I mean, we're working hard in practice, and we're doing things to learn those qualities and to have those qualities, especially when it's at the toughest times. You know, when things get really hard, are you going to rise up? And we've been working on our defense a lot. We've really been trying to learn a lot about our players. We've got so many new pieces that we're trying to scrimmage daily, so I can watch them and get a feel, and they can get a feel for each other. But we're going to play hard, and we're going to get after it.
Definitely hoping for a big leap here in year number 2. Another person we're hoping from a big leap for in year number 2. She's sitting next to you, Louisa Vidrova. Had a big freshman season, a massive tournament. What impressed you with her freshman year?
Well, I think the great thing was as the year progressed, her confidence grew. I think she became more and more comfortable. You know, for freshmen, whether you're international or coming from high school in the States, going to Division I, it is an adjustment. The speed of the game, the physicality of the game, and how hard you have to work. I mean, this level is an extremely intense level, and to be successful, you got to really bring it. And I think that for the international player, you know, a pick and roll is a pick and roll, no matter where you're from. But the game is officiated differently, and there are some things that you have to adjust. And so we had to work through that. But you know, Lou really stepped up and gave us good production as she got more and more confident as the season progressed. And we're looking for her to just take off from where she left.
Louisa, now Coach mentioned it. You grew up in the Czech Republic. You're away from family for the first time last year. What was the most challenging part about the transition stateside for you?
Probably adjusting to this system, a lot of things are different. So I have to figure it out how to do it and how to be on my own, which was, as you said, for the first time. But we had a great group last year, so they helped me, and yeah, I adjusted.
I got to know, have you found any good Czech food in El Paso?
No, I did not, but I'm trying to learn how to cook so I can make my
Well, we'll definitely
homemade.
have to stop by there for that food once you get all of that put together. But Louisa, you really put it together down the stretch last year. You score 13 points per game over your last 6. Was it you becoming more comfortable? What clicked at the end of last season for you?
I think I grabbed the opportunity that coach gave me, and I didn't let her go down, and I slowly become more confident, and I just maintain the high level, and I try to show everyone what I can do. And yeah, and I gain her trust. I become more confident, and
well, excited to see. For yourself. Yeah, excited to see what year number 2 looks like for you. Now, we've talked about all the newcomers on this roster, and this is the most diverse in terms of background in the league. There's a lot of people from different countries. How do you guys all come together and hang out off the court? What does that look like?
Oh, I feel like we have a great group, even though we have 10 internationals, but we have really good team spirit. I love to hang out with them, and we hang out really often. So even though we are different, like each person, because we're not from the same country, we kind of like it. We match our energy, and I'm really glad for these girls because
they laugh a lot. They laugh a lot. And they dance a lot.
Yeah.
Sometimes you just have to. Well, Coach Adams, Louisa, thank you so much for your time today. Best of luck. Stay healthy, and we'll see you out on the court shortly.
Thank you. Good seeing you today.